Hi, today we will make gumbos, silvás gumbos, plum gumbos, maybe we can call them dumplings.
Dumplings.
Okay, so what we do is first we wash the potato and scrub it a little bit with the skin. Wash a potato with skin and then we boil it with a little salt. I boiled about 11 medium to small to medium potatoes. See the size?
Yeah.
This is about 11. So, and then what I do first, I will get ready all the stuff. This one is all boiled about for 30 minutes.
Okay.
And you just pick it with a fork and you see it's nice and soft.
Soft.
You
Okay.
don't over bake it, just make it nice soft. Now what I do is we need breadcrumbs to coat the dumplings, and I make my own breadcrumbs from dried bread or buns, whatever you have.
Sure.
And you can buy them in the store, the ready-made breadcrumbs. So what I do, I just will make my breadcrumbs right now.
Okay.
See, that's nice. And I will need quite a lot because we have to coat all those the gumbos and we make the small little dumplings, the noodle.
Yes.
Use a bigger those stainless steel mixing bowl if you want, because this one maybe will make a little mess around.
Oh. And then you were saying...
you have to be careful with your fingers, see, you don't do much smaller.
Oh yeah. What side is that? Is that the bigger side or the smaller side?
It's
the bigger
big
one, yeah.
And
you were saying, Anukam, that if you don't have enough of these already dried, you can just dry out.
Yeah, well, I didn't have
bread.
enough. I have this one originally, and I dried out a few slices of Italian bread in the oven.
Yeah.
And I can make more than, But
well,
the best thing, if you have extra bread, then just keep it all fried, slice up and keep it in the oven.
So, how much bread would you say you would need then? Just kind of...
We will see at the end how much I will measure, how many cups.
Oh, you'll measure the crumbs.
Yeah.
Okay, smart.
After.
Okay, then we'll come back when we get to that.
Yeah. Okay, so the best thing for this one, for these breadcrumbs and that gumbos, we use white bread, dried bread, buns or whatever. Or if you buy a store-buy, I guess it's all from white bread.
Yeah.
Because then that tastes better,
Have you ever done it though with whole wheat?
Not really, but whole wheat I made stuffing got and then a stuffing is not good either, in my opinion. Different taste.
The fiber, I think the fiber absorbs the moisture and stuff.
It has a stronger taste, it's not the right taste.
Okay.
See, I sliced up Italian bread and I dried that in the oven on very low, but if I would remember or check if I have enough dry bread yesterday, then I can slice up and then just dry it out by today. It would be good too.
Okay.
So it's better if a few more days, but it would dry out.
Alright. So it's usually a couple of days you want to dry it out.
Yeah. Okay. We use this big mixing bowl because otherwise it's going all over the breadcrumbs, so I should even do that at the first place. Just use this.
Okay.
It's all stayed with.
Good. Thanks, Momma.
Thank you. Okay, so now we have all the breadcrumbs. It's 3 cups of breadcrumbs we are using for that 11 potato. And I will have to put some oil on the breadcrumbs.
And that's all the breadcrumbs, all 3 cups?
3 cups breadcrumbs. And I guess we can put 3 tablespoons of oil.
3 tablespoons of oil.
Yeah, 3 3 tablespoons of oil. And mix it up. And turn the oven on to 349 till it warms up a little bit. And then we can maybe put it on 2, because you have to brown this one very slow, otherwise the breadcrumbs will burn very easily. So you kind of mix together all with the oil and it still stays kind of dry, see? But the oil, so it will be just a little bit moist. It's not really moist, see, just
I see, so
it's not really oily like a plantation you make.
yeah, I was gonna
It has to
say.
stay dry, but you have to have a little oil to give some taste, and for a browning nut it will
Helps in the browning, okay.
soak in the oil and it will be nice.
Okay.
It will stick on the gumbos.
Well, how long do we do this for then, this initial sort of...
This one, this
Yeah.
browning, or
Yeah.
this one I don't really know the timing, but until it's nice and brown we can see it at the end, yeah?
Okay.
And we will watch the time so we will know how long we did it, yeah?
All right then.
Right now it's 2:30, so we'll see.
I see.
Okay, so now I mix it really well, see with the oil, it got a nice little crumbly.
And do you cover it up or you just keep stirring it always?
No, I just keep stirring it. And you have to, when you start browning, you will see when you stir and the bottom is brown, then you better stay here and then just stir it all the time, because our bottom very fast for the egg, then you have to throw out the whole thing.
Oh.
It can be burnt, because then it's not good taste, it's burnt taste.
Sure. It's almost like a pititor grease.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, so right now we can leave it here for a minute or 2 minutes maybe on 3, and then when it starts, either leave it on 3 and you stay here and just mix, or you put in 2 and then we can just start to peel the potato and how you say that thing?
And mash the potatoes?
Yeah, and mash it, and then time to time come here and then just stir it.
All right.
So right now it's okay, safe until it warms up the bottom of the pan. Okay?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you want to see how do I do a potato?
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah. We peel the potato, and once I did the different way, I peeled the potato raw and cooked it in salty water and dried it on off in the colander and then mashed it, but it's different, it's more wet, it's not good, it has to be dry like that, so that's the way to do.
Right, more starchy like this, I think,
Yeah.
eh?
So you just have to cook it with the peel on,
Right.
and then we will mash it. And we have a nice all-star potato masher from Hungary. Okay, so when you mash up the potato,
Okay, let me get a view of that.
see we have this thing, and you just open this up, put
Yeah.
the potato in,
Weird.
and just press it. And look at that, it's like castagne puree, see?
Let me zoom in, wait. Coming in. Oh yeah, it's like little, yes, little
So we will do with all the 11
strands of potato.
Okay, and then we just will check paisley, coarse paisley, this one.
The round breadcrumbs. Not warmed up yet enough.
Well, it's
The
not
browned.
browned yet, but it's warming the bottom, so you have to watch it.
Okay.
And maybe we can see a little bit. Maybe it starts to brown.
Okay, then we'll come back for that. So it's brown to perfection. So it's not a too dark brown, not a too light brown, but it's kind of a nice medium brown.
The nice light caramel brown.
Caramel brown, that's a good way to look at
Something
it.
like this, see?
Sure.
Make sure you don't burn it because then it will taste bitter.
Can you go a bit darker than this?
No,
No?
you won't have to go because then the taste is burnt.
Bitter tasting, okay.
Yeah. So right now we can even take off from the warm.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to brown it more.
Keep it going.
The paisley is already nicely browned. We put on water to boil with salty water, and the potato is all mashed up, see, nicely. So what we will do the dough, and we will boil it. So what I did, I counted a half plum for each combos, because this is nice big plum. So what you do, you just cut it in half and take a seed out. Okay, and that's it. That's what we will use. Now I have here 1 cup of icing sugar, and I will put cinnamon into it, and I will put 1 and 2 nice heaping teaspoon cinnamon teaspoon. This is 1 teaspoon, so I put 2 teaspoons cinnamon into 1 cup icing sugar.
Okay.
And then you mix it up, and this one we will use, put into the gumbos with the silver, with the plum, and when we are eating on the table to put some onto the gumbos. So that was 1 cup of icing sugar and 2
heaping.
Middle heapful.
Oh, middle heapful?
Yeah, not very much. Yeah, it's about like, say like this.
Sure.
Heapful.
Okay.
But maybe you don't even have to, it's kind of dark.
Kind of dark, actually.
So maybe we will
dilute it with some more sugar, huh?
Need a little bit less for 1 cup. Maybe for 1 cup, 1.5 teaspoon only then. It will be still good, but we can put some more sugar on the table when we use it on the table. Into the gumbos is good because it will be nice. So yeah, then we will put just 1 cup sugar and 1.5 teaspoon cinnamon, not 2. This is 2, but that's okay. We can put more sugar into it.
I see.
So what we do now is we have the potato mashed up, and into the middle we make a little hole, and 1 egg we put into. A little bit you can just beat it. Okay, 1 egg, and we will put 1 tablespoon oil. In Hungary we used to put lard.
Lard,
But here we can put oil. Okay, so that's 1 tablespoon oil. Okay, and this one is 1.25 cup of flour for the 11 potato. And what you do is the potato and the flour, 3 parts potato, 1 part flour. Like if you have 30 deca potato, then 10 deca flour.
Sure.
And with the cup, well, we didn't measure with cup then, but it's supposed to be maybe 6 cups altogether, and 1.5 cup, whatever.
We'll leave the math to the mathematicians.
Okay, so what you do now with your hand, of course, unfortunately, we will mix this up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, you have to do with your hand, or maybe you can do with the potato mashing also, I guess it's good work. And you just mix it up until it will be nice and moist. All together. So it's 3 parts potato and 1 part flour. That's how it works out.
Okay.
And until we do this, meantime your water is on the stove.
Yes.
To boil until it's ready. This one, it will boil. Because what you do when it's all mixed up, we just will make the gumbos.
Yeah.
And then boil it.
Okay.
And then coat it with the browned breadcrumbs.
Oh, okay.
See, this is kind of sticky, so usually we should have, I forgot, we should have a little flour in a bowl like this, and when you form this, you can put your hand into the flour and then it will be not stick on it. So
yes.
we'll see if I can manage without it, if not then we need some flour.
Okay, we'll take a break then and we'll come back in a moment.
Take a break, yeah.
I'm recording now.
Okay, so the dough is nice and soft and mixed, right? So you take a little piece like that about, and you just maybe turn into the flour, and with your hand you will form a little round patch.
Sure, a little cookie almost.
Like that. Okay.
Zoom in on that little patch.
I put a little ball. See, like that, about this size. This is the size of...
about your palm maybe, eh?
About my palm. Now I put 1/2 plum, and with a regular teaspoon about a half or
3/4 even?
half about
okay.
sugar, and then fold it up
into a ball, a gumbot.
Into a ball, a gumbot, and make sure you well close it, press together the dough. Otherwise when you boil it will open and the plum comes out. There one gumbot.
Gumbo, it's fun.
You take a little ball of dough and just a little roll into a flour, so it will not stick onto your hand. And see, this is not too big, see? You can make bigger if you like. You can make more, take more dough out and make a bigger gumbot. But then it's too much dough when you are eating.
Yeah, it might not cook as well, hey?
And if you cook it longer, but it is too much dough and less filling. See, 1/2 and about 1/2 teaspoon sugar, and again you fold it up and stick it well. See?
Cool.
Close it every little opening in the dough itself. Okay, and you make about 5 of this at a time. And then boil them.
Oh, you boil about 5 at a time, not all 20 or so at once? Okay, then we'll come back for the boiling part.
Okay. Okay, so we have 5 gumbots already made. The water is boiling, that's salty water, boiled water. And gentle you will put them in 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5.
I see them,
and they are all in the bottom. And then when they are coming up to the top and floating, then that means they are cooked. So then we will take out with this slotted spoon, put into the crumbs, coat it, and then put into a heading.
Okay, good. Thanks, okay.
Until it boils, I can make the
next 5. And how long does it take to sort of start floating about?
We'll check the time, I don't know, but maybe 2-3 minutes.
Okay, so we have about that much time.
We'll check the time, it's 3:27 now.
Okay, back in a bit. About 5 minutes since we put them in, and they actually started floating to the top around the 3-minute mark, but you still let them kind of cook for a bit more, for a couple more minutes, eh?
Yeah, so altogether maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
Now you have to drain the water all with the slotted spoon. And then
I see.
coat right away and you work fast, so you're a bit venni. So you coat like that, and you will put into a pot.
I see, and that one's done? You don't have to bake it anymore?
That one is done.
You don't have to bake it or anything?
No,
or fry it?
it's not done.
Wow.
And so you can put 2 even together, or all the 5, but if it's overcooked already.
Yeah, if you want to get them out of there.
But a best thing, and you have to hurry to coat, because say if I put all together and the top is exposed, it will dry out and then this will not stick on it.
Stick, eh?
Yeah, so you have to work fast with this coating.
Okay.
And rather cover very fast, and then you can take out.
Oh, that's amazing. They're done. Look at that. How cute.
Yeah, see?
Little gumbas. Gumba, gumba, gumba.
There.
Look at that. Tasty gumba.
Over to it. See what I mean? I put it in here. And very fast before I even roll, have to cover
Oh,
the
put
top
some on the top, yeah.
right away, so make sure it will stick on it.
Then you can roll it around.
After, yeah, but make sure you can leave this here until you want to put in the
Oh yeah, that's clever.
I have only 4, but that's okay.
Oh,
1,
we didn't get the 5th
2,
one done.
3, 4, no.
Mm.
I was not fast enough.
Mm.
So then we just finish up this.
Okay, I'll take a break then when we can. Our batteries are low, so we'll come back to the other aspects.
And they became quite big, see, they somehow not.
Go.
Okay, now we will make the noodles. We can do it on a cutting board or box paper on here. I will just do it on this plate because we don't make too much, and that's all the dough we have left.
Okay.
So what you do, you take a piece of dough again, roll it into the flour,
Mm-hmm.
and with your hand just make a little long.
Oh, okay. We can call it various things, but we won't name it.
And then you can do it on the plate too. I like to do with my hand and then just make it like that. And you make it about this thick. See? About this thick.
Okay.
And what you do, you have a knife and you cut up to put in the flour. Cut up to little pieces like this.
Oh, really? That small, eh? Because they usually come out quite long.
Yeah.
Oh, but then you still roll it again now?
Yeah, and then you just roll it. See? And
oh,
they
there
will
we
be
go.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can roll it into flour. And they will be like that. See? Like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the water they will a little bit expand anyways.
Okay, but now that's generally the shape. I remember them anyway.
That's
so
the shape, yeah.
So you roll it twice, once long, and you snip
Then
it,
you
and then you.
cut it up and then roll it in the flour so they will not stick together.
Ah.
And you can try to make it the same size. This one is not really. And again you take a piece, roll it into the flour, roll up a little bit in the long shape, like that. And then you cut it as big as you want, not too big, not too small. And you use enough flour so it will not stick together. And again you just roll it up. You can put it on that plate.
And then the same thing, you just stick those in the water and let them float?
Put in the water, and this one will take less to cook because it's small.
Smaller, yeah.
So it will take maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
And then once they're floating, you pull them out again, just roll them up in the crumbs, and
yeah,
and they're done too, eh?
Put into the crumbs and coat it in this case.
Fun. Okay, well we'll come back and then look at the finished product then.
Yeah. Okay.
What though? We can...
Look like a 1+5.
You know what, Sylvia?
I'm so intrigued now. Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I blended in.
Don't waste it, eat it.
You're probably filming me, aren't you?
I am filming it. Eat the piece of grape.
I make you eat something.
I can't believe it. You drop food on the floor and you don't even eat it?
No, it was
Unbelievable.
going into the garbage.
No.
It was going into the garbage because it was rotten. And then I missed the garbage.
What a waster. She drops food on the floor
garbage, Sully.
and she should eat it. Unbelievable.
Okay, this is the finished.
Okay, this is the finished product. Wonderful, Mother. Look at that.
Those are the gumbos.
And you rolled it
that's
up.
the noodle.
Thanks. Wonderful.
The noodle you cook only, boil only about for 3 minutes.
And it does
on the top.
It does float though.
Float
Just the
on
same
top,
thing. Yeah.
And you have to take out fast because this is small and there is no filling in it, anything. So it will really say it for mushless or something if you don't take out. And when you put into the brazier, you have to be careful because they are coming apart. So you just have to shake it a little bit, coat it, gentle.
Oh, I see. So they're a bit more fragile than the gumbas.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then that's how they look.
Excellent. Good. Well, we're going to enjoy this meal, that's for sure.
Yep. And then you just, when you eat, you just put some cinnamon icing sugar on the top of that. Of this, just sprinkle.
Oh, sprinkle it on.
Cut it up and eat.
Okay. Jammed in here. Perfect. Okay. Well, off we go. Thanks again, Momo.
Well, you don't want to cut up one gumbos to see how it is
Yeah, we can.
inside.
Let's do it.
You want one?
Yeah.
Okay. this is how it looks inside.
Cool. Let's zoom in on that baby. Oh my goodness. And that's on film forever, Silvo.
Try.
Yes, we will.
No, sorry.
It's in
Try again.
it's in stereo. That was a floor creak. Mom, it was your idea to do
If
this.
you don't take it out, then of course I don't cook anymore. See, you just put some sugar in it.
Oh, okay. Wow. I know. Yeah.